the Shenanigans podcast. If you can hear right now, I don't know if you can already tell, because usually we start off the show with a bang and loud and yelling together. We are down a very crucial member of the show in one Andrew Thomas Decker. I don't know if you, okay, his full name, whatever. He has escaped to Florida. He's gone. And usually in this time, we don't do an episode because we can't get it. We can't fit it in. But for consistency reasons, for me personally, and I feel like whenever we miss an episode, we're going to fall off. And I don't want that to happen. So I got to do this. Regardless of what happens, I got to say something right here. And just do something, it's whatever. As long as there's an episode out, I feel good. You might be looking at the bottom right now and be like, oh, dang, he made it 8 minutes. That's awesome. And truth be 8 minutes, I'll be blown away. I'll take it. It's whatever. Yeah, so this is the Shenanigans podcast. My name is Tristan. I'm alone, talking in a room by myself to the walls, to you. So what's this episode going to be? I don't know, because we're not good at preparation anyways. So this is just going to be the winding, twisting roads, maps leading to the darkest, craziest corners of my brain. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen. I literally just got to do this for me, for the show, whatever. It's going to be whatever it is. But usually, you can hear it right now. I talk so fast, and we usually have other people talking. So, I can go, and I can breathe. But Drew's not here. So, you're going to hear that a lot, probably. Unless I figure out how to fix it. I don't. I should just talk really slow and drag this thing out as long as possible. Yeah. So, I can't do that. Yeah, usually with our preparation, as in I haven't prepared anything today, failure. I thought we were going to get an episode in, so I didn't know. But whatever. It's, we get one out there, we're good. Usually we can just rely on silly banner, silly fun, so whatever, and you can just float through like an hour, coasting on nonsense. I don't have anyone here with me. I could talk to myself for an hour. I could sing a song and do impressions, but that's not podcasting content. Or is it? It would just be like this. Hello, Tristan. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing well. How are you? And then wait, what? They're both weird? Why are both the accents weird? I don't know. How do radio show people do this? The people that do a solo show will just be like, hello, it's double T in the morning. Get your coffee, relax, and listen to some smooth jazz. That's a jazz. That's a saxophone. That's something. We got that. Yeah. So, yeah, this is weird. This is it's nervous, it's scary, it's fun because I like to talk regardless. So 8 minutes, here we come. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, I like the coast on the slap happiness. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Slap happy. Slap what's here we go. You know what? Here's something that just came to my mind. Regarding slap happiness. When you tell a joke and someone I don't know why I thought about this, because usually when we're laughing. But when I make a joke, and when people are like, oh, I don't even know, I'm just slap happy. I don't even know why I laughed at that. And you're just like, what? Just let them feel good. I just like, I'm killing right now. I'm comedy gold. I'm nailing it. And then all of a sudden, we're like, I don't even know why I'm laughing at that. It's whatever. I'm just slap happy. It doesn't make any sense. Oh my gosh, that's so dumb. It's like, what? I thought that was a good joke. Why do you got to put a disclaimer on it? Just say, I'm awesome and let's move on. Let them laugh. Let them have their good. Let them have it. I don't know why I thought of that, but I think about that occasionally. And hey, you know what? Hey, look, we're doing it. We're doing the podcast. See? Whatever happens, happens. Freaking people. Don't do that. If you're one of those people, please stop. Let them have the joke. Let the comedian, let them feel like a comedian, at least for a second, regardless if you're slap happy. Yeah, that's a sad one. That one hurts me a lot. People do that all the time to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm slaying right now. I'm killing. I should do this for a living. And then they're like, except it's not actually good, but I'm just in one of the moods. Okay, nice try though. Dang it. Man, I'm feeling sad right now just thinking about it. And that's not the mood I could be in a podcast. I'm working on things. It's a work in progress. People are in a work in progress. Speaking of work in progress, I don't have anything in work in progress. I was going to segue to something in work in progress. I don't have anything that's a work in progress right now, except my skills as a solo podcaster. We're alone. We're still going. Did we hit 8 minutes yet? 5 minutes? Goodness gracious. Is it that hard to do a solo show for a second? Come on. Anyways, what's been going on? Yeah, you see, this is the great part where I usually say, "Hey, Drew, what's going on?" And he says, "I don't know." That's not Drew. I'm sorry. That's not Drew's voice. But he's like, I just had to do something different than my voice. He's like, not much. School? And I'm like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome." He's like, "So what's been going on with you?" I'm like, "Nothing either." And then we start talking about, boats. Boats. What's up with boats? I don't know. Nothing. I can't do that. I'm a one-man army. I'm a one-man army out here. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to say. But I hope I can close it right now. I have no idea. I'm being honest. So you, whoever, if you're listening to this, you know better than I do how long I lasted during this. This is like a survival game to me. We're fighting, holding on to every inch that we can. I'm just being honest. And so for the awkward silence moments, when I'm like, "Hey, Drew, please take over," there's no one there. It's been 6 minutes so far, or close to it, with me just talking about how lonely I'm so lonely. So yeah, we could just sing. We could just sit here and sing and do impressions all day long. That's not quality. You know what is quality? I don't know either. Whoa! One day we'll get here. It's Double T in the Morning. That's a good name. I got that from Fairly Odd Parents, believe it or not. Can you believe it? Yeah. So let me think for a second. I don't have time to think. There's no one else here to back me up. What's been going on? What happened today? Today, I ate a sandwich, and I was full. Oh, here we go. Check this out. Watch this. Oh, I'm so good at this. Watch this. Something's been happening to me recently where, and this isn't actually interesting. I shouldn't have hyped it up as much as I did. Speak slowly, that I'm not able to eat as much as I was before. In a normal world, I could probably kill a pizza. I could probably kill a whole pizza. But right now, 2 slices is really getting to me. And the problem is that you're like, "Oh, big deal. You know what? You're not eating as much food. That's great. You're probably going to get in better shape, right?" Wrong. Because I want the food. I want to eat food. And I like food. So I want to eat more. And so I can't. And I look at it and I stare at it for hours on end. I'm like, I want to eat you. I'm going to get you. I must. But I can't. And I don't know why. Like, it's hurting me. It's hurting my pride because I want to be a competitive eater, That's the dream, right? The dream is to be if you can't slam an entire Pizza Hut pizza, what are you even doing? Get out. Get off the stage. How can I ever be a competitive eater? Man, makes me upset. Speaking of competitive eaters, that's a tough gig right there. Have you ever tried to eat something that fast? Imagine what happens to those people that eat all that. Because I actually don't know how this works. But I know you go on like a liquid diet right before you go in and whatever, and then you're slamming the food. You're slamming it so fast that your body doesn't have time to like register, right? So you're not like, you don't know that you're full. And so what happens immediately after that they're just like, "Oh, 121 hot dogs are in my stomach now. That sucks." Are they allowed to throw it up? Is that cheating? That feels like cheating. There's no honor in that. I want to be a competitive eater. That's a good goal for me. Not right now, because I'm definitely going in the other direction. Dang. And they're not all big either. That's the thing, because I've seen some, maybe I do have more knowledge on this than I think. I've seen like thinner, like skinny guys do those competition things. Competitive eating's a sport. There's a crowd surrounding those people up on stage. This is, wow. I'm sorry, I don't know if this is interesting, but I'm fascinated by the thought of competitive eating right now, that you have a panel of these people shoveling apple pie or whatever it may be into your face and people cheering them on. What a world we live in. That's a great thing. People are fantastic. And I don't mean that sarcastically. I really mean that's phenomenal. Look out, NFL. I think competitive eating is the next big thing. And you know what? Maybe I need to become the next big guy. I need to be the best. The best. When we first started this, we've been doing this for like 8 months, and I trip over my words. This happens in real life, but people have laughed. And they're like, oh, it's so funny when you do that because, you're so new to the thing. Little do you know, that's just how I talk. I don't know how to speak English perfectly. That's why I haven't picked up a second language, because I'm still trying to master the first one. Yeah, think about that for a minute. One day we'll get it. I'm a radio show. Can we cut to some music, please, for like a second? I need to think. Goodness gracious. Good golly, Miss Molly. What am I going to do? Competitive eating. Is there anything else I can milk out of that? Jeez. Oh, actually there is. I used to have a skit about competitive eating, actually. It was more like an idea. I didn't write anything out. But it was a competitive eating. I think the competitive eaters would probably be happy to have a movie telling their story. But it wasn't actually for that. It was actually just more, the idea came from a Rocky montage, but in the complete opposite way, to where instead of working out, the guy's shoveling food into his mouth to the song that there's no easy way out, there's no shortcut home. Slamming it. That's a great, I think that'd be hilarious. I should get on that. That's a good idea. And then, maybe the competitive eaters would be happy with that, or they'll be upset and they'll riot. Either way, there's no bad publicity, they say. I'd be happy. I'll take what I can get. I think it'd be a funny skit. Whoever you get. Yeah, so the guy'd be like ripped in shape and he's just like throwing all that healthy food, or I guess that doesn't really matter. Dang it. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But you know what? We'll do it anyway. The idea also came from, there's a Weird Al song. It's like a Weird Al video, the music video to Fat, Cause I'm fat, you know it. So the guy's like, I don't know if that was a good impression. I tried. So like at the beginning, he's like, yo man, look at you. You ain't fat. You ain't fat. Look at, and then he's like, I love you. Ain't fat. You ain't fat. You ain't nothing. So I think that's where part of the inspiration came from. Imagine right at the beginning of this movie. It's an old. This is a good idea. See now right here, what we're doing right now. The reason we're still going with this is so I can, just in case I do anything in the future, we're getting credibility right here. No one can take this idea. So this guy, all right, here, picture this. All right, he's a retired competitive champion, the two-time world champion. That's my dream. That's what I'm going to go do in the future. I think I specialize in apple pie. I could probably crush an apple pie. Anyways, off track. Yes, so he's retired, and he's now in great shape. And then he runs into his old arch rival. I'm just thinking out loud right now. So his arch rival, and his arch rival starts making fun of him because now he's like in shape, and he's not really doing it. And his arch rival is now on top of the game, and there's a new competitive eating just took off. Competitive eating is now a huge thing. ESPN's broadcasting it all the time because it's huge. And now they're having this grand old food contest. Eat a lot, guys. Eat a lot. Eat up. And his arch rival's the number one guy. So I like this. But the retired guy needs a motive to get back in besides his old enemy just making fun of him. I don't know. Maybe he needs money. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Oh, we'll take something from Happy Gilmore. Kind of, in a way. His mom's house or maybe he lives, I don't know. Someone's house they don't have enough money to pay for it. Foreclosed, stolen. They're taking it back. They can't pay for it. They're taking it back. So he needs money. So what's he got to do? He's got to turn back to the life that he knew before. We're not indestructible. Just imagine someone shoveling food into their face to that song. There's no easy way out. That's a brilliant idea. I don't care who you are. I don't care if that's not funny, but I just got, now there's credit for that. So thank you very much. I'm really going to do that, though. Not write the script, but become the two-time world national eating champion, and I'm going to blow it up bigger than ever. And I'm going to wear a headband while I do it. Be like a freaking ninja. And they'll be like, whoa, it's the guy. It's the guy that eats. Food vanishes without trace. Oh my, I already have a gimmick. What, am I a genius? Let's go. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with food. Ninjas. Man, this is scary. I don't know when. Hey, wait, how far are we in? 14. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Hey, Drew does have the slogan at the end of this. I asked him to send me something. He hasn't gotten around to it yet. So it's I'm either gonna say something and there's not gonna be one, and then we'll have to give 2. I don't know. Or he will come through and then I'll edit it in. How about that? But we're not closing it just yet because I think there's more to be said. Not about competitive eating. We've ran that dry. But frustration. This led me to another thing because I've just been thinking about this a lot. If you're ever frustrated, I think the best thing. I'm just kidding right now, but maybe not because I haven't tried this. Forget the punching bags. All right, forget the punching bags. Just start throwing karate chops and roundhouse kicks. I think a nice solid roundhouse kick with good form could cure anything. It's like a high five. High fives make the world go round. You don't believe me? Go try it. I think a high five brings happiness. Boom. I high five myself and I'm happier right now. See? Do you feel that? Do it right now. Ready? You feel good, don't you? Don't lie. You're a liar if you said that. If you didn't, then you know what? You're good. You're a good person. Believe in that. That's a good way to let it out. I mean, you might look stupid though. Imagine there is someone out there like that really just does like throws karate moves in their basement in the dark. It's just flailing their arms and legs around. That's the guy I want to meet. That's the guy I need to be best friends with. Maybe he can train me. He's got ancient secrets. That's the kind of guy we're looking for. If you'd like to come on the podcast, guy, whoever you are, I bet you're listening to this, right? 1, you're super cool. 2, teach me your ways. I need to know. I want to know. See, here we go. This is the part where when I talk a lot. I don't know how to stop talking. But singing stuff gets thrown in there. If you haven't noticed, we've already gotten past that point. We're getting there real fast. Karate. Quick. Keep going down the slide, Tristan. Run. There's got to be more segues to be had. Karate. Is karate actually useful in a fight? And I'm just being honest. Like a guy, like let's say someone that can actually throw like just a strong hand. Like, can a karate sensei, a karate master, whoever, or kung fu, whatever it is that person gonna beat Mike Tyson in a fight? And he's not allowed to bite unless he is. I don't know. It's a street fight. You know, there's no rules. I'm just saying the old 1-2, 1-2. Are you down for the count? How effective? And because they know how to dodge stuff. You know, it's like bob and weave. They can dodge stuff real fast. And so I don't know. I feel like a street fight wins. I feel like a good old fashioned brawler takes the cake. I could be wrong again, but this is a solo show, so I have nobody to contradict my answers. I could say exactly what I want and get away with it. This is my knowledgeable voice. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that's the move. It's definitely got the move. Fights. That's how you settle a dispute. I don't care. That's a real way to do it. Mike Tyson. I wouldn't fight Mike Tyson. Well, I mean, Mike, if you're listening to this, I mean, I wouldn't mind a spar, real quick. No biting than this, though. I'm talking about good old-fashioned mano a mano. No politics here, just good old-fashioned revenge. You and me. That's a big... I got a paper cut today. What am I doing? For the first time in years, I got a paper cut. And I got it on a box of Skittles. So it's technically like a cardboard cut, right? Something like that. The food that's supposed to bring me happiness has caused me pain. Imagine that. Can I sue? I don't know. I saw somebody that was suing McDonald's because they were still upset after they had a Happy Meal. That's dumb. This is what I'm saying. Bring the fights back. Let's settle disputes. Don't sue. Go here's what the thing. I think we should bring duels back. Not actually, but this is, like in the olden times, Alexander Hamilton, in history, the duels. I'm talking 10 paces, turn fire. It's, it seems fair. It makes sense. I'm sure no one would agree to it. And then you'd be like, okay, let's just agree to disagree. Because I don't want to go duel. I don't want to die. I don't want to take my luck. I'm sure there's some guy out there. But everybody's like, yeah, duels are a good idea. Maybe I'm not lying. Maybe I'm completely on the money with this. Man. Duels. Who wants to duel me? Let's get a practice round, maybe with like some Nerf guns or something, just so that, I don't want to go in there blind and like be bad at it. But, I mean, it's whatever. It's whatever. I want a duel. Maybe swords? Are swords the way? I'm trying to think of how to fight people right now. This is what this podcast has come to. Okay. You know what? 20 minutes. I think we've good. I don't know what else to tell you. I guess I could cover like sports and stuff like that, what's happened. But I don't know if I want to or just save it for the next episode because there's a lot to talk about in Kyler Murray and Browns, Kareem Hunt, all that jazz. Kenny G, double T in the morning. Take it away. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could just, I think I'm just going to close it. I'm just going to tell you. Because right now, because I know you're probably like, Tristan, you're doing great. Continue. Keep going. You're the man. You're awesome. Go do it, son. Thanks, Dad. But the reason I think it's time to end it, because now my mind is just thinking about Lunchables, and I don't know what else to say right there. I really want a Lunchable, but I don't, once you get to the point where you just start thinking about Lunchables, you should call it. You're done. Oops, close it. No more. I probably couldn't even finish a Lunchable, come to think of it, with how much I'm eating. That's that. That is that. It's game over. It's great. I don't even know what this has been. But, okay, you know what? We made it 21 minutes. New record for the solo show. Talking to myself in the room around me. These walls, all right, you heard like the filler, the most basic things that you could have ever heard in a conversation with insanity. You're welcome. Is that what you wanted? You might be feeling like he should have cut it off at 8 minutes because now he just wasted almost a half an hour of my time. Or you're like, dang, I think I'm going to go invest and maybe sponsor some competitive eaters because it's going to blow up. Because it honestly makes a lot of sense. Jeez Louise, who am I? What am I doing? I'm not ready for this. It's been great, though. It has been awesome. Come back. We definitely are closing it. Yes. Come back next week to when the show is back on track, back to where it needs to be with my best buddy. Oh, it rhymed, so it must make sense, don't you see? Drew Decker, Andrew Thomas Decker, will be back. I don't know. Maybe he wants his full name in there. It's more formal, right? He will be back. The banter will live on. We've got tons of stuff to cover in sports and I think video games as well. Which would make more sense if I used it right here, but I'm not. Because I'm saving it for something else. Yeah, how about that? This has been a filler. All right, I don't know if this has made any sense. Again, this has been more for me from a consistency side that I just had to do just because, right? I can't let myself off the wagon again, so we did it. You know what? It's not like it's really, you just literally heard me talk and think out loud for 20 minutes. Unless you didn't. Unless you left. You would have been wise. If you didn't, you're at least like 3.2% more crazy just for hearing this. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. Regardless, yeah, the show will be back. Back to where it needs to be. Back with all the stupid jokes, the banter, the crap, the whatever you want from the Shenanigans podcast. And that's the beautiful thing. We can do whatever we want. This has been Tristan Sartoris talking to himself in the dark. It's not actually dark, but it could be if I wanted it to. I wish I could have talked like that the entire time, but gotta breathe. I'm sure you heard that a lot. I don't even know what I've said in this podcast. Regardless, all right. So, all right. You're going to hear in a second. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if Drew's going to come through. I'm just going to say this real quick. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry for whatever you heard. The podcast will be back. This is episode 22. 23. We'll be back on our way to a quarter of 125. We're getting really close. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. If you've heard it, again, we're going to be back with all the great, the shenanigans, and it's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun. Hope you've had fun. I hope you, at least, if anything, if this episode has done anything, maybe if you've laughed or cried, you might be like, oh no, people are stupid in the world. I don't know anyone talks like that, but hey, if that's your thing, do your thing. You're like, dang, that kid needs help. And you might feel bad for me. But I don't. So who cares? Do your thing. We're out. Keep on rolling. So, I clap when I'm trying to make a point. I also talk with my hands a lot. I'm realizing this as I'm alone. Yeah. I don't even know. How do I close it? Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. It's actually been fun for me to just talk like this. It has. I'm learning so much about myself, and I'm really gonna go look into some of these things. I'm gonna go write that script. Regardless, thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. If you did, have a great time. I'm just gonna give not a slogan because it's Drew's turn, just in case Drew comes through. But if he doesn't, I'm just gonna say, smile. Just smile. Smile, have laughs, and don't worry about things, you know? You only get so many days on this planet. Why would you want to spend it worrying about something else? Hey, that actually made a lot of sense. Usually I was trying to say something stupid, believe it or not, and it just kind of came out like that. That makes a lot of sense. All right, so right now, ready? If Drew's going to say something, it's going to happen right now. Okay? Yeah? Uh-huh. What? I'm reacting to it. I'm reacting to whatever he's saying. He definitely didn't come through. There's no way. Ha! Okay. Well, that's been the Shenanigans Podcast. I have no idea what to say. Yeah, we'll be back. Thank you so much. Goodbye.